Thank you for your hospitality at the Philadelphia Area Audio Group today. We're coming down the stairs in the lower level of your home. You have isolated it sonically from the rest of the house.
Yes, it's to isolate them from me when I play music downstairs. That's the purpose it serves.
I see. That's a great idea. So that door, you put that door in?
Yes, it wasn't door, and there's some isolation under the foam as well. The hard foam isolation.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully it isolates a little bit.
That's good.
All right,
Let's go down.
you want to go downstairs?
Yes, I'd like to follow you down.
All right, come in.
Thank you.
I guess we can interrupt for a second. Can we interrupt music for a second?
To unfold.
All right.
This is a great room down here.
Thank you.
Ilia, tell us about your system.
Well, let me start with the room first. It was designed by Reeves Audio, and it has some built-in acoustic treatments. The bass traps in the corners, all four corners, those are membrane type bass traps. RPG diffusers on the front wall and on the ceiling. Also, this ceiling here is the huge diffuser. It's just covered with fabric, but it's all diffuser, all the white area. It's one big diffuser. And some RPG products on the back wall.
How long did it take you to build the room?
Well, from making the first phone call to Reeves Audio, it took him probably a few weeks to make a project, and then probably another 3 or 4 weeks to actually build the room.
Did they come here and build it?
No, I hired some independent contractors who used his drawings and consultations during the process, and they built it under my supervision, basically.
So you acted as general contractor?
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
It wasn't very complicated project. It's what it's called level 1 service from Reeves Audio, and he has 4 levels of service. And the higher they go, the more involved the company is. They come on site, they do measurements, they do some changes when you go higher. So this is just the introductory level of service that I used.
Tell us about the system.
Alright, well, let me start with the speakers, which are Avantgarde Duo G2. It's the newest generation of Avantgarde. I do believe I have one of the very first pairs in the States, because they so recent. You can see the mid-range, the big is a mid-range horn, and the small is the tweeter horn. They're passive and they have 108 dB sensitivity. And this big box is the active subwoofer with 2 10-inch woofers and 225 watt AB class amplifier built in. With some adjustments, you can change the crossover point and the volume.
Did you custom order the color, or is that a standard color?
Yeah, it's a custom order. They have a number of colors that are standard you can choose. And these panels, they might come in wood, which is an upgrade, and I didn't choose that option. But you can combine different. Those are removable panels. They're strictly decorative. All right.
Okay, and the rest of
The
system?
amplifiers are Lam Industries ML2 single-ended monoblocks. They 18 watt per channel.
I had the 2.2s in the system last year, and I think it's his bread and butter single-ended amplifier. I think it's his sweet spot in his product line for best value for the dollar. And I think it's one of the top single-ended amplifiers that are made today.
Yes, and preamplifier that's in use now is VAC Amplification Company Renaissance 2A. That's his latest. It's a full function preamplifier line and phone stage. It has separate power supply. It's all transformer coupled with no capacitors in this signal path. It's class A. It's a tube preamplifier. And this is Denon 3910 player that's been modified by Madrite. It has completely his design output tube based output stage and separate power supply, and it's completely rebuilt. It's just the chassis and the transport that original. The whole output stage is done by Dan Wright.
I see a record cleaning machine, but no turntable. Is the
Not at the moment. I'm in the process in
turntables?
between. So I have some vinyl, and well, it's definitely next step in building the system. And the cabling. The power cables are DCCA. All power cables.
I've not seen those power cables before. They're the largest power cables I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
They look like
a combination
pythons.
of ribbon and regular wire.
Can I ask you what they cost? They look very expensive.
I think not actually, not I mean, relatively speaking. This one is, I believe, about like $800-900
Each.
each. And these cables here, well, about the same, $700-800.
I see you have a friend sitting on the amplifiers, and does he have a name?
Not yet. It's been a recent addition.
Okay.
Also, I should mention the Steel Points Ultras, stainless steel Ultras under the speakers.
They make a difference. I have a set under evaluation
Yes.
under the MBLs currently.
Yes, they do.
Well, this is quite a very aggressive system in a wonderfully separated room, and what has got to be one of the best setups on the East Coast.
Well, I would like to think that, but and the rest of the cabling is by Purist Audio. The interconnects are Purist Audio Pravectus Presto, and the speaker cables are also Purist Audio Corvus Presto.
Well, we look forward to doing some listening next. Thank you very much
Sure.
for your hospitality today.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm happy to have you here. And
Thanks. Bob Grossman.
Has to get a wine. He has to have a
Maybe
wine.
Showrooms is here, and he brought his beer to the Philadelphia Area Audio Group. There we go.
Shame nobody came.
Now, this is a turnout upstairs in the kitchen.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Dennis, how are you?
Good to see you. Are you enjoying yourself?
Having a great time today.
Excellent. I'm glad that you're having the opportunity to join us today.
Thank you.
And if you wouldn't mind, talk to our members. I'm sure they're going to tell you some fascinating stories.
Thank you very much, I will.
All right, good.
Oh, Bob wants his beer. Make sure you have some of
I
Bob's
am
beer.
enjoying
Yes,
Bob's
yes.
beer right now. Thank Thank you, Bob.
Yes.
Ross and Miller.
There's Adam Sankin. Hi, Adam.
Having fun?
Having fun? Look at the turnout here. This is quite the turnout.
But it turned out good. Oh, he was telling you about.
I hope you didn't put the beer in the picture.
He told you about the rack I built for him.
I saw pictures of the rack that you built for Mike up
Oh, you
in,
did?
Yeah, that was a very...
They turned out. I've been building for these guys for.
That's great.
Then I built my own. I'll send you a picture of it.
Yeah, send me some pictures.
Yeah.
He built you a rack too?
Built me actually stands, amp stands.
Wow. See,
And Babinga.
membership has its privileges here.
What's that?
Membership has its privileges
That's
here.
right.
Well, he's expensive.
Okay, onward.